Alrighty. When we last left our intrepid heroes, they had returned to the desert and headed to their final on their round trip back to Terra Lineth, only to find the manor house they were supposed to be inviting the residents of to a wedding it was burned from the inside. The doors had been boarded shut from the outside. As you explored the main floor, you had found evidence of people who did not get out, as well as these thin lines that were burned very darkly that led into each room.
Oh, that's right. We were looking for the cause of the fire, and we figured that it was definitely intentional. And I was heading upstairs.
Yes. When Cal suddenly needs to pause and take a nap.
Well, he just shit out all that gold, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He does need some recovery time. The organs are rearranging themselves. The other druid, while wild shaped, ate a bunch of gold from a treasure hoard, and then turned back into his human form, and then had to deal with the digestive ramifications of that.
It's pretty
So,
good.
as you come up the stairs, following the thin trail, you're greeted by one of the largest rooms in the structure, which appears to be some sort of like grand ballroom.
Oh no, do I hear music again?
You do not hear music.
Okay.
You do hear a faint bubbling of liquid. Uh, and as you enter the room, you notice that there is looks like it used to be a fountain, but the liquid inside is black and thick with soot, and it bubbles at a much reduced level from all the clogging. And then across the room, you see a very hard looking rectangular box with several lines leading to it.
Oh. Well, isn't that something?
Check for traps or something?
No, I'm just gonna run up and open the lid.
As you get up to the lid, you realize it's been nailed shut. But
um,
as you start banging on it, you hear a thumping against the lid.
yeah, I am. I'm gonna put my ear down to the top of the lid,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna yell, "Just hold on, I'll get you out." And then I'm listening for a reply.
Okay, well, it's not like I have any other choice at the moment.
I turn around to the sorceress, and I'm like, I'm 3 feet tall and I'm not very strong. Can you turn into something strong enough to pry this open?
I can just fabricate it open.
Or that. That's
Okay, I'll
fine.
cast fabricate on the rectangle. Just to open the lid.
Just to open the lid. Are you just making the lid disappear?
I just open it all like it would look like a chest that's open, just in case we need to, with working hinges and stuff, in case we need to seal her back up.
All right,
So
so
I
you
might as well
stop.
put a locking mechanism on there too.
So you stop for a couple minutes, taking the time to weave the magics to fabricate the lid to just pop itself open, snapping the nails in half. As the lid flies open and a tiefling sits up, gasping the fresher air that then was trapped inside the box.
Zan looks over and grins with her pointy vampire teeth, and she goes, "So, who are you?"
Made a mistake, that's why. Jeez, last time I didn't get invited in a place and who stuffed the man in a box? Oh, I'm Darwin. Yeah, I was just got lost, found a nice house, came to talk to people, and shit went awry, and I ended up in a box.
Did you meet the owner of this house?
I did briefly, I believe.
Do you know where he is now?
No, a bunch of fellows came in wearing these strange masks. Shit went straight to hell in a handbasket. I was shoved in a box. I think other people were shoved. I don't know what happened. All I know, I was shoved in a box. They sealed me up, and got quite hot.
Yeah, I'd say. There's not much left of the house. Be careful where you step.
Joy.
As you're standing there assessing the room, there are two doorways that lead off of the room.
What's your character's name again?
Darwin.
Darwin.
Yes.
Like Charles Darwin?
Yes.
Did you hear kind of hear any noise on which door might have been used?
No.
All right. Let's pick a door. Should we go through? I see there's cupboards and stuff. Should we go through all this stuff?
I need to find my great uncle. I'm gonna head for the door on the left.
Alrighty.
All right. So you head to the door on the left. The door disappears. Oh, look at me.
It's magic.
And you enter into what looks like a lavish bedchamber that has again been torched, one of the thin lines tracing under the door and into the room, leading to the drapes that are there where you assume there were drapes that once hung on a rod above it. The bed itself is completely charred. It looks like it was soaked. I would like you. What do you do?
I want to look around for like any signs if anyone has been in here other than us.
You said that the bed is soaked?
It was soaked by the looks of it, just from how charred the mattress is. It's mostly just bits of ash and the occasional tuft of feathers flung around the room.
Can I do an investigation on the bed, see if I can find any remnants of any kind of body?
That's smart.
Yeah, roll me investigation.
Oh, that's only an 11.
So it takes you several minutes to begin like sifting through the ashes and sorting through them, checking for anything. You do hit a particular pile of ash that is very different from the rest of it and exceptionally uniform. You also find a button on the inside of the bed frame.
Like a clothing button or like a pin?
Like a clicking button.
Ooh.
Push the button.
I always push buttons, and then sometimes it backfires.
I'm kind of tempted to push the button.
Do it.
What's the worst can happen? I push the button.
I mean, for sure, the last time I pushed a button, I ended up with a box that popped out of nowhere. And now I've got a portable box that I can crawl into.
You click the button and you hear a series of clicks from the side of the bed. And then out in the main chamber, you hear another series of louder clicks. Sorceress being the sorceress being the last one to the room hears it a little more clearly, and it's coming from what seems like behind the coffin.
Okay, so I'll inform my companions on what I've heard.
I definitely want to go check it out.
Yeah, and then we'll go over and investigate.
I'll follow.
So you guys meander your way back out of the room. And as you are looking at the wall behind it, you notice that the tiles on the wall, the burning in them causes them to kind of peel up. But there is a very definite pattern of two different panels that you're seeing.
I would like to sniff and see if I can catch the scent of another vampire.
You smell, but all you can you use your keen senses, but all you can really smell is the burnt house and the burnt servants.
I figured. Worth a shot. Plus, how many times do I get to actually say I want to smell?
I'm gonna use my nose.
I'm gonna use my nose.
So the door there, or the wall there, seems to be clicking behind these two panels. I would like everyone to roll me an investigation.
Aw,
Yeah, I suck at that.
I'm
7.
I got an 8.
18.
Oh, good. Someone's smart.
You take a closer look at the crack and you realize that inside of it there's a series of gears that have started turning. And they're not connecting to a couple other gears, but this seems to be some sort of hidden door.
Oh, we should try the other room, guy.
Yeah, we probably need to find another button.
Givers. Let's go check the other room then.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'll follow.
As you crack open the door into what appears to be a private study. The books are completely ruined. You can tell just by looking at them. The ones that remain are blackened. The rest are just piles of ash. looks like there used to be an expensive carpet here on the floor, but that is again torched.
Are there remains of a desk?
Yes, there is a small desk in one of the corners.
I'd like to look through it.
I'll start looking at those cupboards.
All right. So as you're both rifling through what's left, and Lupini is pulling books off the shelf, most of which are coming apart in pieces, trying to see if there's anything behind them. You grab one of the books and it doesn't come apart. It also doesn't feel like a wood-bound book. As you slide it out, you realize you're holding a metal box disguised as a book.
Nice find.
Zan, as you are searching around through the desk, you find a lock system on it that you look at and go, that's cute. And you begin dismantling that, and you take it apart without any real problem to reveal a secret compartment hidden underneath the desk that does contain a similar button.
Awesome. I'm gonna push the button.
Click, cling, cling, cling.
Are you okay?
So you hear the banging noise. You head back out into the main chamber to see that the panels have slid open.
All right, I'll signal to my comrades to lead the way.
I'm gonna stealth slip through that doorway and into the hidden area.
All right. You stealth your way into the hidden area. Shoot, I don't have the miniatures for a second. Ones. As you begin stealthing your way into the room, you very quickly figure out that the room is empty,
Oh.
other than 3 chests at the back of the room.
Up. Let's go check chest 1.
So proud
You-
of myself.
You going for the one on the left or the right?
The one that's open.
The one that's open? Alrighty. Inside of that, you find a pile of silver coins organized neatly into little stacks. Gotta be 200 silver in this box.
Can I check each chest for traps?
All right. Roll me an investigation.
19.
19. You don't notice any traps.
Well, famous and gonna have to look as good as
You
very
notice that
single
the
day.
dust around the
It's gonna be exhausted.
around
He
the
saw
locks has been smudged. These other 2 chests may have been recently opened.
Okay. I'll mention this to my compatriots, just like, hey, we're not the first ones to be in here.
Yeah, I was thinking that, I guess because of the fires and stuff, that someone was here for a reason.
What are you gonna do?
Let's
You have
let's check the chest out anyways, because I have a feeling whoever was here was there for that.
Let's make Darwin open them.
I will actually open the one that I'm standing in front of. I'll check it for traps first.
You don't notice. You know you can roll me investigation, but you go ahead and roll.
Team.
You do not see any sign of traps on this. It is a locked chest.
Um,
Does the
Didn't
lock
see
look
any
tough
keys.
to pick? Like, does it look like something Zan knows she could get into?
The one that Darwin is in front of? Oh yeah, you could certainly get into that one. The one in the center appears to have a very unique lock.
Alright.
Oh,
Well, Zan will just be like, I can pick that one if you guys want to look around for a key to this other one.
or I can just fabricate it open.
You already fabricated once today.
I can only use it once a day, right? Once per.
Yeah.
I thought it was a level 4 spell.
It is a level 4 spell, but you get it through a blessing.
Oh, that's right. Right. Okay, that being said, I will take Megan's advice and start looking for something to open that with. What a waste. I shouldn't have done that.
There was nothing on the shelves in the other room, right?
Yes. Lupini, you did find that metal box disguised as a book.
Shit, I smoked too much weed. Okay, I take out the box and see if I can check it for traps and open it.
Okay, roll me investigation on the box.
Alrighty. That is a 20, not natural.
All right. So as you look at it, you notice that it doesn't have an even spine. It actually has like what looks like a jagged edge. And as you don't notice it like trap. So as you slowly peel it open, it almost looks like it's got teeth. And in the on the back of the spine, sitting on a tiny pedestal, is a an iron key.
I ascertained that we need vampire blood in order to open this and release the key, as I say this to Zan.
The book lies
Hence,
flat on the ground with its teeth pointing up at the ceiling, and the key sitting on its little pedestal inside of the book.
yeah,
Can I, like, sleight of hand try and get it without touching the teeth? Or setting it off?
did you say it had a prickly spine?
Hey, mage hand! I haven't used my mage hand in a while. My mage hand is gonna go in there to pick up that key.
There we go.
Right. So your mage hand goes in. Roll sleight of hand for the mage hand.
You got it. How's a 25 sit with you?
As the hand picks the key up, you see it, the mechanism trigger, and you pull the hand into a fist as it slams shut around it, and then kind of loses some of its pressure and opens slightly, and your mage hand just kind of levitates itself out of the key.
Fucking love mage hand. Still mildly sorry for breaking the New Year's Eve game though with it. That was
That was an interesting experience. Anyways, so you now have this peculiar key that does match the lock in the middle one, or you could pick the one. Someone could try and pick the other one as well.
I'll pass the key over to Lupini so that she can unlock the middle one, and I'll attempt to pick the other lock.
All right, I'll do that.
All right. So as you're, so sorry, if I understand correctly, Lupini is grabbing, opening the center one, and you are going to pick this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Megan, roll me lock picking.
Yeah. Oh. 22.
22. Oh, it pops open like butter. And you open up the shallow chest to see that it's
Uh-oh. I'm cutting out,
actually
guys.
full. You look inside of the shallow chest to see that it's full of a small amount of gold.
Normal
You
gold
surmise
or
very
red gold?
quickly.
Sorry.
Regular gold,
Okay.
yellow gold. It's just, this appears to have been your great uncle's treasury.
Well, we don't know if he's alive or not, so we might as well loot the place as awful.
We can
as that
return
might
back
be.
his. We can return his belongings back if we find them.
Yep.
You're saving them from brigands and thieves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By being brigands and thieves.
As Zan side-eyes Darwin, not exactly sure why Darwin is even here.
I just a wanderer wandering around and ended up at this house.
That's what they all say.
I was in a box.
Yeah, so it was my last companion who turned out to be a prince of hell, so... Although technically...
Coincidence?
It was probably a good thing I was already friends with his daddy. That made things a little better.
So Lupini, as you slide the key in, it fits in, and you give it a twist, and it click, click, click. You give it a few more, another twist, click, click, click. You give it a third twist, click, 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 click. And the lock opens up. And just as you begin to open it, you hear from behind you in the main chamber, "They said you'd come. I didn't expect you to come so fast that the horned one wouldn't suffocate to death in that box. I was looking forward to that."
I wasn't.
Zan's pissed off that her passive perception didn't give her any idea that was there.
You turn around and look out at the room. The room appears darker than usual.
Ooh. Do I see any figure of anyone?
Really, no. Though you swear, no matter where you look, even though you don't see someone, you're being...
I'm gonna position myself behind these guys. Anyways. As per my signature move.
I love it.
All right.
Yeah,
The
Zan's
voice
just looking
continues.
around trying to pinpoint the voice.
Roll me perception as he continues to talk.
Oh, Um, 14.
14. You hear the voice coming, almost echoing throughout the chamber, bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
I guess those pathetic humans might have been right about you. You meat skins are so predictable.
Generally, yes. Which humans are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. You have walked directly into my... I was informed that you would be coming here after our friends paid a visit. And now, you look tasty.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I haven't eaten in a while. I'm pretty hungry. You might just be my meal.
Can we see anybody?
Roll me perception for the other two of you.
Okay.
13?
Me too. 13.
The voice is definitely coming from the upper part of the, like up on the ceiling. Seems to be in the shadows, and the shadows almost look like they're moving, but you can't quite pinpoint a
Is there
target.
a wall close enough that I can climb up?
Definitely start climbing the walls.
I'm gonna burn some sorcery points for a level 4 spell slot just to get it ready.
I have torches on me.
I do. I'll give you a torch.
I want to light a torch and start like going to some of the darker corners and seeing what I find.
All right. Oh. As you push your way into the corner, the torchlight causes the darkness to recede, but not fully. It almost appears like it's a dark mist clinging to the shadows. And then you notice the shadow slide up the wall, not in time with your torch moving.
Okay.
Creepy. So my climbing speed is 25 feet because of my cloak. Basically, I want to get up there and see if I can see anything up there.
As you move up the wall to the ceiling, you begin moving along into the darker corners. Suddenly, you're watching it slide across the where the ceiling meets the wall up at the top, and this almost liquid blob along the wall, and it starts making its way towards you.
And
Hey,
I whisper, I see you.
I'm just quickly going to ask, is this friend or foe?
I mean, he did say you looked tasty.
I'm assuming foe.
I'm going to pull out my staff of fire and use one charge of burning hands directly at that void of darkness.
Nice.
Alrighty. Does he make a save or do you make an attack?
I'm just double checking that right now. Deck save.
Dex save. Oh. That'll be a 4.
A 4?
with modifier.
Oh, wow.
He does not do well.
6. 14 points of fire damage.
14 points of fire damage. Alrighty. As he's pointing the staff at the wall and throwing fire at it as it's coming along the wall towards you, Zan, what are you gonna do? As
I.
the fire hits it, the darkness kind of recedes slightly, and just for a second you see this. If a dog and a bat were to have had a human-sized child was climbing along the wall with its 4 legs clinging to the wall, its large bat-like wings behind it, and this just monstrous-looking face. Large, sharp teeth before the darkness starts enveloping it again.
Ooh. Hold on. I might have something good. If.
I'm gonna, while she's thinking, I'm just gonna turn into an ape, my giant ape, quick.
Why didn't I put that on the table? So, Darwin, your half-elf compatriot behind the beautiful half-elf woman behind you suddenly becomes a 11-foot tall gorilla.
And I got those hover sandals now.
You can be a skating gorilla, yes.
Yeah. So that must increase like my speed, eh? Or something?
I don't think it increases your speed, but it does give you the ability to glide across liquids.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
fall down. If you submerge yourself, they stop working. But you got to cross the river and you don't want to walk to the bridge. They're perfect.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm casting mirror image on myself.
Perfect. So all at once, as you see as you all recognize that whatever you're dealing with is in that blob, Darwin takes his staff and blasts fire up at it, causing it to reveal its face, then replicates herself, and the half elf transforms into this beast.
We're a pretty crazy
Roll
bunch.
for initiative.
Yay. Oh. I can't add today. 23.
Wow.
I know. I rolled an 18.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, I see your circle, but I don't hear you. Am I the problem?
No, I
No,
can
I hear you.
Caleb.
What'd you get, John?
Sorry, I was cutting out, so I had to get in and out. So what is my rolling for?
Initiative.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I got good. 22.
Nice.
Andie, what'd you get?
17.
17.
Damn, we did good.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you this, but that 17 means you're going last.
Wow.
He also rolled an 18. He just doesn't have the modifiers that you two do.
I only have +3.
doesn't.
Have.
So Zan, as you replicate yourself as this thing is barreling along the ceiling towards you,
Yeah, well, I didn't think it liked fire very much, so I am, therefore, not going to do fire, because I don't think I have anything fire-ish. But I will throw an ice knife.
alrighty. So it is shrouded in darkness. So seeing it is more difficult. So the initial blast the initial shot you do have disadvantage on.
Okay, that's, yeah, that makes sense. So I will roll at disadvantage.
Looks like venom. That's cool.
Oh, it does too. I was looking at my my dice. That is 20, not natural to hit.
You don't see where your knife goes, or the ice knife goes as it flips into the dark pool coming towards you, but you suddenly hear this, oh! And what save does he roll?
Well, a dex save for the cold damage, but I'm still rolling piercing here.
Yeah, he failed that too.
Oh,
That's another
nice.
4.
Okay, so that's 12 piercing. Oh, no, wait, sorry, 9 piercing. And then the cold damage is 13.
Alrighty.
And that's it for my second level spells.
Hey, it's what you got. And that would put us at... Are you standing your ground, or are you running like hell?
Ooh, yeah. Bonus action, can I, like, disengage and drop to the floor?
Certainly. It's like a 12-foot drop. Make me a dex save.
Okay. I rolled a 2. That's 11.
That is enough that your nimble body manages to land, maybe not as gracefully as you would like, but safely on the floor.
Yay.
Why am I moving the camera? I can spin this thing. That's why I built it.
Because sometimes our brains work in hard mode.
Yep.
Lupini.
Okay, well, I'll use my my double fist attack, I guess, on him.
Okay, as you're jumping up and taking swings at him, because you can't see everything, you are making those attacks at disadvantage.
Okay, so I roll twice to hit, right?
Yeah, and take
Yeah.
the lower.
Okay. Oh, that's no good. My lowest out of the first hit is a 13.
That unfortunately will miss as your hand goes through the darkness, not catching anything.
My next one is a 17. That's better.
17 will hit.
Nice. Okay, so that's 3d10 plus 6.
Beautiful.
That's only 15 though, so that's 15 bludgeoning. And I mean, I'm bigger than these guys, so I'll stand my ground to him. Can I skate around so I'm behind him?
He's still up on the roof, so I mean,
Oh,
you're
right.
reaching up at him. He's,
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get just so he can't fall directly on top of me, but just so still I'm the closest combatant.
Alrighty. For just an instant, the shadows dissipate, and you see this bat-like man-dog lunge towards you, winging as it tries to grab onto your shoulder and take a bite out of you. That'll be 17 to hit.
For me, yeah, that's a definite hit.
You take 24 piercing damage.
Ouch.
As it then also begins clawing, trying to pull mats of hair out of your ape body. That'll be a 23.
Yepers.
And that'll be a further 16 slashing. Darwin, as this thing
Oh, what's my
has...
cons? Do I have to make a save of some kind?
Yeah, to keep your
yes,
shape.
you do. Yes, and you took how much on that first attack?
33, I believe.
So you gotta make a
34, something like that.
16 con save.
Holy F. Ouch. 16.
You can do it.
I did not do it. Even with my modifiers, that's not looking good, so I got a 9.
Sorry, John.
Dick.
Right?
As you take this horrendous amount of damage onto you, and you begin shrinking back down to your normal self in front of this beast wreathed in darkness. Darwin.
Right now, things the attacks to hit are at disadvantage because we can't see it, right?
At
Technically.
this exact moment, it is presently tearing apart the giant ape that is slowly turning into a person. You can see him right now.
Okay. Um, oh. Um, I'm going to cast Flaming Arrow at it.
All right, make your attack.
Wait a second. Um, oh, a 18 to hit.
That will hit. As you blast him in the wing, making it an easy shot to not hit your compatriot as you blast his wing and set it on fire. Catch fire.
And look at it now. Why don't I have that here? Sorry.
That's all right. We'll get back to that. Zan, what are you doing?
I can see him now, yeah? How far away is he?
Yeah, for the moment. He's like 10 feet in front of you and like now on the floor as the sorceress brings back to the sorceress.
Okay, can I...
I was the bait.
Yeah.
You were the master bait.
Yeah, that was my whole plan to masturbate.
Is it possible for me to get close, cast poison spray at it, but not hit my ape friend?
I mean, you control the direction of it, so
Yeah.
you could very easily move yourself up and try to spray spray at it. Certainly.
Okay. Then that's what I would like to do.
Do they make a save or do you make an attack?
You gotta make a con save.
El cough, el cough. Natural 20.
Oh.
Alright, it does nothing.
As you spray these poisonous gas towards him, and he looks directly at you and goes.
Alright, so I moved up and then I cast that spell and it didn't work, so I would like to use my bonus action to back the fuck up again.
You place yourself on top of the coffin so that you can get a better vantage point and also have somewhere to hide at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Lupini, now in your elf form.
Okay, so if he's still on the ground, right?
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna burn 4 more of those sorcery points, which doesn't leave me with many, for a polymorph spell, and I'm gonna turn into a T-Rex this time. Because my bite attack has that grapple effect. Hopefully I can keep his ass on the ground here for you guys.
Ooh.
So yeah, D12s.
I may have neglected to mention that our sorceress acts more like a druid.
Yeah, lately for sure with that polymorph spell, I absolutely do.
I mean, why not?
You can? You do.
You secretly have a T-Rex in your pocket at any given point in time. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it makes me forget about my higher level spells though.
Oh well.
But yeah, so I'll reach out for the grapple bite attack here. I have a multi attack, but I don't think is a creature big enough for me to bite him with my mouth and hit him with my tail, or
Isn't casting polymorph your action?
yeah? What was that?
Isn't casting polymorph an action?
I think so you'd have to wait till your next turn to make your attack.
Well, then I should play a safe distance so I don't just blow my last opportunity at this for missing another stupid con save. So
So you're gonna try and back away from him?
I guess so, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about that.
So as you back away, it makes a lunge at you.
Classic. Damn.
It makes a lunge at you, and you see exactly where it's going. You predict it. You see it with your animal senses. I need you to roll me an opportunity attack.
An opportunity attack. Nice. Can I use my bite attack on it?
Yes. Andy, something that I do in my games to make Nat 1s more interesting is that if you roll one, somebody gets a free opportunity attack against you. And unfortunately, my monsters always seem to roll Nat 1s.
Nice.
Okay.
The
So I'm
damage.
not rolling to. I'm just damaging it?
You got to roll to hit to see if you get
Okay.
it.
So I got a 20, not natural.
That'll certainly hit.
Okay.
Does it
So
save against your grapple, or are you just grappling it?
no, I get 4d12 plus 7, then you got to beat a 17 to become ungrappled.
Alrighty.
Oh. Nice.
Remind me never to
Righty.
get bit by a T-Rex.
So
That's
you
actually
work out that
34
damage.
points. That's 34 points of damage, and you're grappled.
And Darwin, how much was the fire damage from your arrow?
8. It was 5 piercing and then 3 fire.
All right. You continue to blast away at this thing that is trapped now in the T-Rex's mouth. As it is now its turn, Darwin, you're on deck, and it is going to try and attempt to get out of that mouth.
That's what she said.
It does not get out of the mouth as it
Yes. I know.
flails and tries to get away. So it just looks you in the eye, and you can feel its dark energy pulling at you. It almost hurts you just to exist. I need you. What I'm looking for to make me a charisma save, DC 16.
And my charisma is a -1 for my T-Rex. And I got to beat a 16. That's not
Roll
good.
high. You can do it.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. You take 17 points of necrotic damage, and you almost feel like he's pulling the energy into him.
All right, what's the save I got to make to retain my polymorph?
Just a 10.
Sorry?
Just a 10.
Okay. Haha, I did it. 17.
Nice.
And he did not get out of your grapple, so you still have him in your mouth. Darwin.
I am going to use Dominate Beast.
Oh,
See if that works. 16 Wisdom save.
16 wisdom save. And what is the wording on Dominate Beast?
I believe
Does
it's
it dominate
the
monster?
I believe it's the same spell as Dominate Monster, it's just worded differently here. So let me double check it on.
meanwhile, Zan's watching this and is like, "Who is this creature?"
That's weird. You attempt to beguile a beast within range on a success. Wisdom's charm duration if the creature is friend or foe. So since it's foe, it has on the save. Yeah, it's just a rewording of the dominate monster spell or the dominate monster spell.
It's specific to beast, though. Just looking at this thing, it is not a natural beast.
So that's not going to work.
You don't think it would. This is not some woodland creature or, desert scorpion.
All right. And then blight it is.
A blight. Great fuck yous of D&D. Does he make a save, or yeah, he makes a save.
Yeah, con save is 16.
I have to move to my data on my.
Okay.
Okay. With a +5 to con, he has 9.
Huh.
I'm going to say that's a fail.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, he's restrained. He gets disadvantage. Oh, it's a good thing he did.
Two, 20, 22. Jeez, that's really low rolls.
22.
It's 20 through necrotic damage.
Product. Ouch. As you melt bits away from the bits that are sticking out. Zan.
Yeah. He's happily restrained. I'm coming up and I'm going to stab him twice. Because I do that.
It would take you your bonus action to dash to get up on the T-Rex to
Oh, okay.
do the stabbing.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll stab once then. That's 22 to hit.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did.
Okay, that still hits, but yes.
Here's the damage. Do you hear that? Ten. 19 plus 7. 26. 26 points of piercing.
Damn, rogues.
Oh, it's only because I have advantage. Because he's restrained.
Yeah. So I guess there's not much else you can do other than stab him with your dagger that extends into a rapier and then shortens back to a dagger.
Yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna chill here on top of the T-Rex.
All right, Lupini. It failed to get out of your mouth last time and then gave you the evil eye that hurt you.
So, can I grind my teeth and count that as a bite attack?
Sure. Roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay, so 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. As you just start grinding your teeth back and forth, like you're just squishing up some bones.
I rolled 2 nat. 38.
38 damage. Ouch. As you continue chomping down on this thing as it's screaming and trying to like claw and scratch at you and lash out at the halfling that keeps poking out, sticking their head out and poking. Unable to really get near Darwin, though.
Can I talk to it?
I mean, you could try.
Be like, hey, motherfucker, who are you? You're about to die, might as well tell us.
I'm not about to die, you're about to die!
I laugh maniacally.
And I kind of laugh.
Through gritted teeth.
Oh, you fool, you clearly don't know us very well at all.
Alrighty. So. Alright, so he is unable to pull himself out of the grip, which means he can't use his claws. However, his tail does blindly flail around trying to catch the T-Rex. Then I need an opportunity attack from you as he wiggles directly in front of you.
Nat 20.
As the tail flicks up near you, you slice the tip off with your dagger, catching yourself a tiny trophy.
Yay.
Circumstance.
Yeah, just circumcise the fucker. I've got a lot of damage.
Do you need a minute?
28.
28.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. All right. Continuing on, as it then feeling this rage and pain, it looks at you and you feel this draining, as the eyes make contact with yours, I would like you to make me a charisma save. DC 16.
Oh yeah, that's a fail. I got 9.
You got 9. Alright. You take 21 points of necrotic damage as he pulls the life out of you into himself.
Motherfucker, look out. I'll get you back next turn.
But that's all he can do because his hands are tied or crushed. So, Darwin, this thing you watch as you prepare yourself, you see its tail flailing around, and the halfling is riding the head of the T-Rex like a surfboard as it's chomping down on it. What do you do?
Oh hell! I'm just gonna fire another flaming arrow because anything else I have is more of a range effect and could cause the damage to anybody else in the area. So
That's fair. You do roll with advantage, though.
okay. Oh, that's better. 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. That'll be 3 points of piercing and 6 points of fire.
All right. As you continue beating at it, blasting and stabbing repeatedly. Zan.
It's still in the T-Rex's mouth, right?
Yep.
So this time I can stab twice?
Yes.
Okay. And I still get advantage?
Yep.
You just sound a little more disheartened every time you said yeah. Okay.
Honestly, he actually has a fairly good strength save. Every time I make the save, I think the highest I've rolled is a 5.
Ouch. Alright, so that's 27 to hit for my first stab.
Yes.
26 piercing. And then
26 piercing.
yeah, and I'm going to stab again. And that is 28 to hit.
Yes.
And 10 points piercing.
Jesus. All right. So you just continue hammering down on his tail and legs that are sticking out of the mouth. You just continue poking at him over and over and over again, dodging out of the way of the tail as it continues to lash around. Lupini,
Yes.
what you doing?
So
Killing some
I
more?
still got him grappled, eh? Yeah. I'm
Yep.
gonna do the chew. At advantage. 28 to
18?
28.
28. Yes, that definitely hits.
Ooh, I did. And that's 40. Oh, that's 4. 4. Holy shit. 44.
44.
Yeah.
You, as your teeth bite down, you're feeling ribs crunching as it's almost like you're deflating this creature in your mouth. It's still fighting, but you see the strength in it is not holding up much longer. Next up, it would still be it. It might actually get a chance to. I'm surprised it got another turn. And it's gonna make a strength save. It's gonna roll a 4. So as it flails around, its strength weakening, the attempt to get out of your mouth is getting less and less as the tail swings out, this time trying to lash out at the halfling blindly. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
That was with disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was my damage ever.
That'll be 30. That'll be 33 points of piercing damage.
Okay, dokie. I can still hold on top of the T-Rex.
Uh, roll me dex.
Okay. 19.
You do manage to hang on.
Right on. Right
It,
on.
it's not a fun experience, but the tail does manage to actually catch you.
Oh yeah.
And again, as a T-Rex, you feel that necrotic energy seeping into your brain, pulling the life out of you. Make me a deck or a charisma save. John.
Charisma?
Yep.
Yes, it is. So that gives me a 4.
All right. Wow. You take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. My save must be decent.
And you do have to make a DC 10 con save to hold your shape.
What if you get a 10?
That succeeds.
Yes.
You barely manage to hold your form and keep him in your mouth both at the same time.
Nice.
Darwin.
That's what she said.
My girlfriend has.
Things looking pretty rough at this point, right?
Oh, he's looking really rough.
Not gonna. I'm gonna fire off one more blight at it.
Okay,
Con
make
16.
1-6. That'll be a no. Hard no. That's 7. You manage to catch the blight in his open mouth as you set it at the back of his throat.
Ooh. A reference.
29 points of necrotic damage.
Damn. Glad we pulled you
29.
out of the box.
As the blight rips through it, the teeth grind down into it, and the sword just continues stabbing it. Eventually, suddenly, there's this crunch, and out either side of the T-Rex's mouth fall a section of this thing's body.
Is there some kind of thing I can do to determine what this thing is?
Certainly. Go make me an investigation.
Okay. Oh, nat 20. So 24.
You sniff at it, and it smells very strongly of something. Like you catch a scent that you smelled when you were inside of the lair of the clay masked individuals, the cult of the clay mask, claymaker.
Right.
You can pick up that, but it's more intense on him. More. Ooh.
Okay. I'll relay that to my newfound friend and my old friend, my giant T-Rex friend. I'll just be like, he smells like the Claymaker's lair.
Where are the clay makers?
They're kind of a cult that hunt down vampires.
Fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't mind people with demonic blood.
Oh, they probably would mind.
Damn.
And they definitely hate me because vampire. And Zen just kind of points to herself.
Right. Is that like black smoke still emanating off of what's left of the dead creature?
No, it seems to end with it.
Okay, so
As
it
it
was.
dies, that wispy energy just dissipates.
So it was
Our
a
whole
feature of the
point-
creature.
Yes. The room also brightens considerably after it dies.
The whole point was to find out where your uncle is.
Yeah.
So we return to center chest.
Alrighty, so you, in T-Rex form with your tiny arms, are unable to prop it open anymore.
I'll just grunt and point my.
Yeah.
You you stand at the door with your head stuffed in it, trying to watch what's inside, because you know, even though you have the brain of a T-Rex, you do indeed want to see what's in there.
Sees the boy.
I'll go over and open up that chest if I can.
Awesome.
This is- Um,
I'm gonna keep watch behind us this time.
somebody roll me a d20.
13.
I'm sorry, I forgot to stat this thing out, and that makes absolutely no sense to give you. I have the shitty spell app for the items. I'm sorry. Inside, you find a single tiny obsidian dagger.
Ooh.
You can feel like it as you pick it up. You can feel there's a magical energy to it.
I'm still like
Um,
looking out the doorway and I'm like, hey, Darwin, anything good in there?
What do I see in the chest?
The one that you crack open has several gold bars stacked up inside of it. There's probably 100 gold worth of bars, some small bars in here.
A lot of gold. Was this like a going away fund or?
Uh,
My great uncle's treasury.
and you have yet to see any sign of a survivor.
Yeah. Sand's not entirely hopeful that there will be survivors.
You've searched every room in the manor, and the only living person you found was the one that they nailed inside of a large oak box.
Yeah. Suspicious.
I am a tiefling. I do have resistance to fire, so
And the box did not burn all the way through, unlike the poor bastard in the pantry downstairs. servant did. So, with the news that your great uncle, is either missing or dead, and missing is not exactly high on the probability list, as far as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to go?
Well, how safe does this
What's gonna
place feel?
I mean, other than the fact that there's dead people in it, it seemed structurally sound.
Maybe we could rest here.
So you guys want to take short rest, long rest, wait until nightfall?
Well, we
Is our
can't
goal?
travel during the day.
All right, so everybody takes a long rest, and aside from the occasional rat that seems to have made its way back into the house and is picking through the remains, you don't see any movement.
Yay.
As you guys are sitting around sharing a meal from your rations, no, where would you like to go next? As of right now, Darwin may not know a lot of this, but from the two of you, you know uh, the direction of where the clay faces were when they attacked you last. Or you could head back to Terralineth, or you could have some third harebrained idea that I haven't thought of.
I mean, I generally go for those harebrained ideas, but I'm actually all for getting back to the city. If there's a cult of vampire killers out here, I think the city needs to know.
So we got a short rest or a long rest?
Long. What? So is Zen? You're saying this to them sitting around the fire? You think getting back to the city is the right thing to do? Or?
Yeah. I'll just be like, so, Darwin, I don't know what your plans were, but we came here to invite my great uncle to a wedding. Long story, it's just a political show, but he's not here, and there's a cult of vampire hunters out here, and my new family and the family that's hosting the wedding are all vampires. I think we need to go back and warn them something. We need to
I
tell
would have to
someone.
agree with that. Is it safe traveling at night?
Well, for
I guess
me,
we
it's
can't travel.
safest. I can't travel during
Can't
the
really.
day.
Yeah. You need to get you a parasail so we can travel during the day.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
you
have
need to
we
keep
have a
yourself
box
covered.
like from a demon hunter that she.
So you guys set out into the night shortly after sundown, trekking through the desert. Roll for perception.
You betcha.
15?
I got 14.
I got 9. Are we still planning to stop at 10:30 tonight?
Yeah, about then.
All right.
Now, on your first night, you do see a couple of look like some sort of dogs that seem to be trailing you in the distance.
Hmm.
We should have. Druid comes in.
Good job.
They look like dogs, or they.
They look like some sort of wild dogs. There was one of them. Now after you noticed them about an hour ago. There was one. Then there were three. And they seem to be trailing about 100 feet behind you.
Zan's cool with just letting them trail. She's not concerned.
With fine with letting them follow us, but if they start to get closer, I'm gonna keep my eye on if they start basically circling us.
Yeah.
All right. So you make it through the night, and there's no altercation. And just before sunup, you set up camp. And, Zan, are you using your makeshift transportable tent?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna pop up this box. It's a pretty cool cube. I'll just be like, "Hey, Darwin, just stand there. Don't come any closer." And I'm gonna pop the button and kind of toss it in the other direction so that it doesn't flatten our new friend. And then it pops up and it's like this. What did you say? It was 20 by 20 feet.
Yeah, it's a 20 by 20-foot cube with a couple arrow slits in it and a single door.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's come in handy a few times.
Like a pop-up military tent.
So everybody piles on in, and you close up the door. And as you close the door behind you, Darwin, you notice the door actually, it's still there, but it magically seals itself so that the seam of the door and the wall kind of disappear.
Oh, interesting.
But it's 2 levels. The second level has a balcony that goes all the way around it with about a 5-foot opening down to the lower level with a ladder going up. And there are arrow slits on both levels. So some light does get in, and the halfling has to climb inside of a tiny coffin and take a snooze.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, aside from resting every now and then, take an active look around, like checking through the slits, see if those dogs are about.
You don't notice the dogs through the arrow slit throughout the day as you periodically go and take a look out. The next night, you continue on your travels, and partway through the night, you do hear some dogs yipping off in the distance. You don't see them. Sounds like there's probably half a dozen. You travel for another couple of days before you even begin to see the spires of the city off in the distance. As you make camp for the final time before you'll be able to make that last stretch towards the city. It's I lost my train of. Once you head back into the city, what is your plan?
I'd like to head straight for the ruling family and let them know what's all transpired.
I feel I should probably follow.
Darwin, how confused are you at this conversation?
Very at this point. I'm just kind of following around, sticking close to my newfound friends because I have no idea where I am or no idea what I'm doing.
You were lost before you got stuffed in the box.
Now I'm even more lost.
I'll just be
I'm in
like,
the
Darwin,
city.
follow me. I'll introduce you to the family.
It's slightly better.
All right, so the next day, the next thing you guys set off and finally reach the gate of the city. And as you're approaching the city walls, one of the town guards up in the tower looks down. Halt! Who goes there?
What do you mean who goes here? It's Queen Boo and Princess Zan and our friends.
Hi.
You see the guard, his mustache kind of wiggles over his face, and he kind of squints down and leans over and says things you can't hear. A moment there. My apologies, your graciousness. I was not informed you'd be entering through the gates at such an hour. Hurry up, you fools! Get the damn door open. So eventually, the night watch manages to open the large wooden door and swing one of them open, allowing you entrance into the city. As you make your way through the paved streets of Terra Linith, the white sandstone of every building matching varying heights and sizes of different styles of building, but all built out of the sandstone. You traverse your way through the market district, and there's nobody running around. It's the middle of the night. And you make your way to the royal palace, which,
And on
by
the
the
way
looks of
there,
things,
I just want to be like kind of filling in Darwin a little bit. I'll just be like, yeah, so vampires rule this city, but the townsfolk don't know that, so we're just trying to keep that on the down low.
Okay. How does this town feel about tieflings?
Honestly, not sure, but
If you're with us.
you have seen tieflings in the town before. There is at least a small population of them out here.
okay. I'll mention that, and then I'll just be like, plus, I mean, there's cat folk here and all kinds of stuff, so it should be fine.
Okay. Haven't been in a city in a while, so this should be interesting.
And I think this is probably a good place to cut it.